July 23rd, 2014. This was the date that a demo of an indie horror game was published by former user AnimDude onto IndieDB. This game was called Five Nights at Freddy's and was made by Scott Cawthon. The full game would later be released onto Desura on August 8th, 2014 and would be greenlit on Steam just 12 days later. Little did anyone know, however, that this was the spark of one of the most successful horror games ever, spawning multiple sequels, merch, spin-offs, and much more. While many people are familiar with Five Nights at Freddy's and its content, there exists a certain piece of FNAF material that has not been seen by the public eye. What is that? Join me as we take a journey through the Lost FNaF 1 trailer. Before we begin, I just wanted to mention that there are two quote-unquote Lost FNaF trailers, the FNaF 1 trailer, which we will be looking over today, and the second sister location trailer. However, the trailer was simply an oversight made by Scott and was never produced. Even so, there really isn't much to go off of, so let's just begin. Our journey begins on June 14th, 2014. This was the date that the official trailer for Five Nights at Freddy's was released on Scott Cawthon's YouTube channel. A Kickstarter for the game was also released alongside the trailer, but taken down 3 days later with 0 backers for the project. As for the trailer, one comment has stood out to most people on this search. A comment by YouTube user WallMeat. This was what he had to say. I think this is an interesting angle for a horror game to take. I can sort of see why you changed the eyes from the last video, but I wouldn't hold too much stock in people who want to see spikes and daggers and blood and skulls and all that garbage just because the animatronics weren't quote-unquote scary enough. Many people were interested in this comment, mainly due to his regard of a previous video that was up on Scott's channel. Naturally, some people attempted to contact WallMeat regarding this information. It wasn't until a user by the name of Salkali Ekmek managed to get into contact with and talk to WallMeat on Twitter. The conversation went as follows. You are the first commenter on the Five Nights at Freddy's trailer on YouTube. You're talking about the last video. What did you mean by the last video? There was another FNAF trailer or something? Everyone wants to know that on Reddit. Please answer if you remember what it was. There was a previous video up there that had a different, scarier design for the unsuited animatronics with red HAL 9001 style eyes. I suppose it isn't up anymore on Scott's channel, but I remember a few gaming YouTubers making mention of it when it was still on Kickstarter. WallMeat describes that the endoskeletons featured in the game were scarier than the designs used in the final version, holding sharp teeth and red eyes. However, this description matches perfectly with a certain screenshot that was released on Steam before the game's release. This image was enough to convince people that the Lost Five Nights at Freddy's trailer was real, and to start searching. While many people were unaware of where to start finding the trailer, it became clear that WallMeat was responsible for the rebirth of a piece of lost media. For a while, many people weren't able to find anything. After all, considering the video that was up on Scott's channel was deleted, there wasn't much that we would get to go off of. However, a discovery would soon be made by Reddit user Golden Both for the win. He discovered an internet archive of Scott's old Google Plus page containing all of the videos that were up on his channel at the time, including potentially unlisted or deleted videos. The archive itself was made on April 2nd, 2016, more than 4 years before the post was made on Reddit. The archive has every single one of Scott's videos except for his sister location trailer, which was not released at the time. Scrolling down, we can notice a set of 3 unmarked videos before the FNAF 2 trailer. Let's break this up. The video titled Five Nights at Freddy's Gameplay is likely just the Five Nights at Freddy's Gameplay video we have now. It's believed that Scott tried to upload the original video, ran into an error uploading it, then re-uploaded the version we have now, and simply deleted the old video. The video titled Five Nights at Freddy's shares the exact same name as the trailer we have now, so it's likely is just that video. That leaves us with one, titled Five Nights. This is believed to be the Lost trailer, and considering that none of Scott's videos line up with this one, this seemed to be a satisfying lead. Of course, going into the video proved to be futile as it had been deleted. As of now, this is the current URL for the Lost FNaF trailer. Aside from that, however, nobody else really knows anything else about the supposed Lost trailer. This information had just recently been discovered, so many people are still on the look for the Lost trailer. Some have considered contacting Scott, however, considering that no one has made a mention of Scott responding to anything. It is likely that Scott has either not responded or an attempt to contact him regarding the trailer has not been made yet. Unfortunately, it seems that this Lost trailer is gone, at least for now. It's unlikely that Scott still has the old trailer stored on his computer somewhere, so even if a successful attempt were made to contact him and he were to respond, he may not be able to provide the trailer himself. Whether a discovery be made soon or sometime later, the whereabouts and content of the Lost Five Nights at Freddy's trailer are to remain a mystery. Before I close this video off, I wanted to share my personal research looking for the long lost trailer. I looked at the source code of the archived Google Plus page to see if anything was to be discovered. However, I haven't found anything yet. I'm not a master at source code in general, so if anyone has more experience in looking for these kinds of things than I do, then I will leave a link in the description below for said people to come forth and dig as well. Finally, considering that Scott has not come forth with any information regarding the Lost trailer, it's unlikely that anyone has actually tried to contact him. I may end up doing just that, but he is a very busy man and I don't want to bother him, especially if it concerns something that he may not potentially want out in the public by any chance. The information that we have received in this video is all recent information, so the trailer is still warm, and people are still searching for the trailer. Until then, however, the Lost FNaF 1 trailer will remain a mystery.